Hello, and welcome to the Wild Series, a verse novella about baseball for big stakes by Steel Donkey. Part 1, Wild Pitches. Chapter 1, Spring Training. Some creatures in the savage wild, grown tired of all the wars, now look to find some better way to settle age-old scores. Said Long Neck, "All that chasing leaves some in pain or dead." But Fang replied, "You want to see my children go unfed?" "I can't grow plants or dig for roots," asserted Scaly Liz. "I have to catch if I'm to eat. That's just the way it is." Newton said, "Although we're wild, crude beasts we need not be. We'd gladly bring you fruits and leaves to live our lives fair free." Bear said, "You know you have a point. Food catching makes me weary. So would you bring us cantaloupe, every kind of berry?" "Far more than just some Georgia peach. We'd bring exotic berries, like straw and throne and quizzin' too, the grand orange and cherries." But Leo said we'd miss the chase and playing with our chums, and berries have those little seeds that really hurt my gums. Then Huff the Wolf just shook his head. "To crash food makes me jolly. It would depress me every day were I a melancholy." Bobo said, "There's reason now for all to give this thought. I like meat too, but eating it, not being it for Spot." Spot purred, "We're only kiddies here. We play, we love a game. Bobo, nothing personal, but to stop would be a shame." "Playing, eh?" said Bobo, with a knowing glance aside. "Then how about a ball game, and we let the fates decide? We'll feed you lots of veggies if predators taste defeat. But should the predators get the win, we'll let ourselves be meat." "I'm no one, Spray," Vaughn said. "But hey, typecasting should not cramp us. I eat no meat, and playing ball I recall from hippocampus." "Predators versus all the rest. A clash of strength and skill. A baseball bat instead of teeth. Some runs without a kill." Komodo said, "I like it, as the chase is not my thing. Baseball is really lots of fun. Will winners get a ring?" Quill said, "It sounds too risky." And then he made a face. "I think you'd better count me out. Could I play first base?" "Ha ha ha!" burst out Laffy. "I eat what Leo serves, but I'll agree if I can pitch, they'll never hit my curves." "Good pitching is the way to stop the slugger and the bunter." "The predator I'm not, but nor am I some catfish hunter." "Who'll pitch for us?" asked Ugla. "I'll be the ump," said Bear. And then they heard a little voice. "That meeting, is it here?" "Slowy, the meeting's almost done." "You're much too late to play. You just make outs and cost us runs," someone was heard to say. "Is there a baseball field nearby? With that I have been grappling." "Sure, it's not far left of the grove, where sometimes we go appling." Chapter 2, Early Season. Leo's nickname was the Lip. He roared like all were deaf. "Komodo right, Hawk center field, and Spot you'll be in left. Nellie Fox you'll play at second. Fang you'll manage third base. Scaly Liz you like the catch. You'll need to mask your face. Derek Cheetah you're our shortstop. I can give first a whirl. Huff I will designate hitter, and Laffy, to start, you'll hurl. But don't take this game too lightly. Hitters, they've quite a bunch. Laugh just giggled, showing his teeth. Ha ha, I'm great in the crunch. The rest all gathered round Bobo, who pointed with his tail. Sizemore will use her trunk to catch. Outfielder's speed won't fail. New Rob Deer and Impala. I've thought on this at length. I've decided that outfield speed must be a major strength. Vaughn the Hippo will play third base. Chad Quills you may take first. Ugla and I will turn double plays. In defense we're well versed. Our offense seems a bit shaky, though Vaughn and Sizemore can swat. Fielding will support Rhino and that fastball that he's got. All Nolan's pitches are lively. He'd throw them through a wall. Though, in truth, with his glasses, he can't see that much at all. Nolan nodded his head and smiled. His glasses slipped down to his horn. Make jokes as much as you like. I'm thick-skinned since I was born. Again a small voice could be heard. Our team isn't quite done. Predators have 10. We've only 9. A DH could mean a run. Ahem, the rest said together. Slowy, there's just no need. Rhino can hit whatever he sees. You are lacking in speed. For use, just sprinting to first base takes up most of the day. A ground ball hit up the middle triggers a quick double play. Without you, our team will do fine. 9 makes a nice solid group. You just cheer from inside your shell. We'll keep you out of the soup. Sad-hearted Slowy turned away and plodded to the side. Bobo led all his fielders out, confidence in their stride. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First for the visiting Punxsutawney Predators. At first base, Leo the Lion. At second base, Nellie Fox. At third base, Fang the Cobra. And at shortstop, Derek Cheetah. In left field, Spot the Leopard. In center field, Hawk Harrelson. And in right field, Komodo the Dragon. Behind the plate, Scaly Liz the catcher. And starting on the mound will be Laffy the Hyena. Huff the Wolf will be the designated hitter. And now for your home team, the Pottsburgh Prey. At first base will be Chad Quills the Porcupine. At second base will be Bobo the Baboon. At third base, the Hippo Vaughn. And at shortstop, Ugla the Gorilla. In left field, Newton the New. In center field will be Vlad the Impala. And in right field will be Rob Deer. Behind home plate for today's game will be Sizemore the catcher. And starting on the mound will be the pitcher, Nolan Rhino. The umpire for today's game will be Larvel the Bear. No, Slow, you're not playing. Slowy, please. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, he's not playing. He's so slow. All creatures then stood and cheered. Fluffy, Longneck, and Stripe against Slither, Ferret, and Claw. Some sort of jungle peace pipe? Laffy now threw in the bullpen. His first toss was a hook. Watching was Vlad the Impala. His knees in reflex shook. Laffy bent double in laughter, clutching his sides in pain. Pray, eh? That's just the half. The full name should be Praying for Rain. Chapter 3, Mid-Season. The game was exciting to watch. Laugh as good as his word. His curve made fools of the batters, 9 up, 9 down through the third. Meanwhile, Nolan Rhino was wild. Count after count he would fill. After 3 walks, loaded the bases, a hit scored Cheetah 1-0. Hippo fly deep to the alley. Hawk just took to the wing. Off went his cap. One final flap brought to an end the inning. A second run scored in the 6th. Leo smacked one off a tree. One more score as Fang slithered home, making the lead now 3. Now Huff the Wolf was quite happy, glad he'd driven home Fang. He led the cheers from the dugout. Hey, hey, goodbye, they sang. Gloom settled on some of the fans. The 9 felt much the same. Cheer up, said Ugla. Just have fun. Relax, it's just a game. For some that's quite true, said Sizemore. She scowled, her face turning red. Remember, game has 2 meanings. One could fill some with dread. Elephants, hippos, and rhinos are on this team for sport. Predators won't ever eat us. We'll live, though we fall short. That's not true for all on our side, like Bobo, Newton, and Quills. Gorillas should give it your all. You are here for your skills. No more hare, nor eland, nor deer, as far as you can see. How much poorer in every way all your lowlands will be. You're right, said Ugla. Time to put up. There's more here than bragging. No time to be glum. And I feel bad for my knuckle dragging. Good as his word, he took the field and dived to stop one shot. Then jumped to grab a throw from Vaughn, quickly doubling up spot. They're ahead, but we'll take the 8th. We won't be their flunky. Ugla shouted, Follow me, lads. I'm a rally monkey. The bat looked small within his paws. He punched a hit to right. Sizemore stepped to the batter's box. Muscles a hopeful sight. Laffy pitched high as Sizemore looked, and soon she had 2 strikes. Laffy thought, it's time for a curve, the kind no batter likes. It started out at Sizemore's head. At first she backed away, but as it dipped and floated out, her trunk began to sway. The curve it hooked away outside beyond most batters' grope. But Sizemore just uncurled her nose and gave her team great hope. The ball flew off the sweetest of spots, rapid and long and high, heading over the fence. Oh dear, what's that up in the sky? Hawk took off from deep center field, flying both up and back. He caught the ball beside his beak. The prey's outlook turned black. Momentum kept the ball going. Speed not decreased one bit. Baseball and bird crashed on the hill. An epic 4-base hit. Hawk picked up the ball where it rolled, and back with it he flew. Laffy bore down. 3 more batters missed everything he threw. The outlook, though still not brilliant, seemed brighter for the prey, for now the score stood 3-2, 1 inning left to play. And now the prey felt enlivened, except those inclined to mope. Some sense that inspiring their team might give a glimmer of hope. Baseball first is a test of will. The greatest still shine bright. They'd never give up, even when down. Courage beats venom and spite. A meal ticket could stop slaughter. pepper would add some spice. Lemon's an easy choice over veal. And the plate chicken fingers feared rice. Chapter 4. Pennant Race. The 9th arrived and Nolan looked. First Spot, then Huff, then Fox. Now, alas, his aim went bye-bye. He gave all of them walks. Said Scaly Liz, "We predators of spots like this are fond. We feast in situations when the ducks are on the pond." With no one out and bases jammed, Sizemore went to the mound. "You're slipping your delivery point. Your arm is dropping down. Try throwing more over the top," suggested the old pro. Nolan did what the catcher urged and struck out 2 in a row. Then facing Leo the lion, for Nolan disaster struck. Throwing a pitch over the top, on his horn his arm got stuck. "Ow, ow," Nolan shouted in pain, tears obscuring his view. Had he been watching, he'd have seen the umpire call strike 2. Now the team all gathered around. Nolan's wound was nasty. His arm cried out for bandages, his nose for rhinoplasty. Led away to receive first aid, the Rhino's day was through. None of his teammates pitched relief. Whatever would they do? And then that small voice spoke again. "I'll do whatever you need. I'll put the ball over the plate if you don't care about speed." Said Bobo, "We have no option. There really is no choice. Slowy, you'll be our pitcher now." Predators all rejoice. While Leo took some hearty swings, he watched the practice tosses. "You guys are all about to learn just what a baseball loss is." Now the tortoise stood on the mound and looked in for the sign. Someone shouted out from the crowd, "Hurry, we want to dine!" Slowy threw the ball to the plate. Leo swung, another hit. The pitch curled down and past the bat into the catcher's mitt. "Strike 3!" the umpire called the pitch. Predators gave a groan. Yes, they still led, but too close with a team they'd thought they'd own. Leo hollered, "Just 3 more outs and we'll be the winners." "Just 1 more inning," Laffy jeered, "and then there'll be the dinners." But Laffy's arm was tiring now. He'd reached a high-pitch count. The challenge of throwing strikes was now much harder to surmount. Although he got 2 easy outs, he walked a batter 2. Slowy ambled up to the plate. The winning run, all new. The prey were cloaked in silent woe. It was as they had fared. Sure, Slowy done the pitching well, but now oblivion neared. "One ground ball makes it all over. Can we choose our recipe? He's so slow, perhaps a bad throw, or be a fricassee." Slowy reached out over the plate to take a mighty hack. Laffy noticed where Slowy stood, fouling the first curve back. "He's looking for the low curveball, up close and leaning in. I'll back him off the plate a bit, a fastball near the chin." The next pitch rode in high and tight, up close to Slowy's head. He ducked his bean inside his shell as straight and hard it sped. Thwunk! It smacked his upper shell near where his throat would be. "Go take your base," the umpire said. The scorebook, HBP. So two were out and two were on, and Bobo, he was next. The final out, thought Laffy now, arrogant more than vexed. But then the baboon hit the ball, a bloop high over short. Out galloped Cheetah, in ran Spot, a race of huge import. Felines, making separate beelines, felines, not working hand in glove. Felines, oh, whoa, whoa, felines. But Four Eyes just focused up above. Though the leopard moved quickly, Cheetah was just a blur. The ball came down, they collided, a pileup of clumps of fur. Newton was on at second base, with speed his claim to fame. Rounding, he slid into home. Newsflash, it tied the game. So he too was off in the hit, fast as his legs would pump. Far from second he fought despair, before he heard that thump. The ball rolled free in the corner, the two cats still lay prone. But as Slowy neared second base, no longer was he alone. For Bobo, meanwhile, rounded first. He saw what had occurred. He ran full speed for second base, his eyes now fixed on third. Stop, stop! The call came from the crowd. You're running much too fast. If you don't stop, you'll be called out for Slowy you left past. Leo stood by the first base bag and watched the play unfold. He saw the ball rolling away and two cats both out cold. Leo ran over the infield and down the line and left. Unless he got to the baseball fast, his team would be bereft. As Bobo caught up to Slowy, quick run, he hollered out. The turtle stepped on second base, but then he seemed in doubt. Can I reach third base before the ball's picked up and thrown? It seemed unlikely that he could if running all alone, but Bobo thought and quickly grabbed his teammate by the shell, and making sure to run behind, took him to third pell-mell. Then swiftly touching Slowy's toes upon the corner bag, Bobo headed for home plate, set to avoid the tag. But oh, that too long baboon tail, it wrapped round Bobo's leg. Down went Bobo, up went Slowy, from left came Leo's peg. The turtle's shell now hit the dirt, beginning a long slide. Scaly Liz secured the ball, home plate she stood astride. As the tortoise reached out a leg to touch the final base, the catcher tried to make the tag real hard on Slowy's face. The tortoise could foresee the swipe and ducked his head before. Then pulling home the umpire's call, safe for the winning score. Chapter 5, Postseason. And now the prey all gathered round, their heroes raised above. Fluffy and Stripe and Long Neck too all showed relief with love. Some of the team were too heavy for raising shoulder high, but all helped in lifting Slowy, without whom some would fry. Some predators at first felt angry, two heads nursed a bad ache. Some also tried to place the blame for that defensive mistake. But Leo showed his leadership skills and made them all shake hands. Perhaps, he said, it's all to the good that's advised fruits and brands. Somewhere in the civilized land, when conflicts get acute, the lawyers meet to argue words or file a nuisance suit. Plaintiffs get injunctive relief or challenge a legal deed. But in the jungle, the lion purrs and spits a melon seed.